Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On to division number 3 for the predictions before the season starts. But before I get into that, again, welcome to the channel. If you are new to the channel, hopefully you enjoy the videos. If you do, it would be greatly appreciated and absolutely fantastic if you were to hit the like and subscribe button down there. And if you've been here before and you haven't yet hit the like and subscribe button, go ahead and do it. I think it might make your potentially might make your day feel a little better, hopefully, because I'm trying to see how close to 1,000 subscribers I can get by the end of the year, and would greatly I would love to have you guys help me out on that little task. So with this one, we're doing the Atlantic Division, and could be some interesting placements for some of these teams. The first team, this probably will be no surprise who I've got at number 8 in the Atlantic. It is this team. It is the Montreal Canadiens. I have them finishing 8th because they are, they're a young team. They just got the number 1 draft pick this past season, and it's a rebuilding time for them. So I don't expect them to be very good, which of course, when it comes to the Connor Bedard sweepstakes, that's kind of what you don't want to be. You don't want to be really good. So I think Montreal is number 8, and we don't know about Carey Price. We're not sure where his career is going to sit. He's had mental health. He's had the mental health issues, the injury problems. They just re-signed Jake Allen for 2 years. I think 2 more years. So, and Jake Allen's a, relatively decent goaltender. So, I think it's definitely a rebuilding year for Montreal. So, I have them finishing 8th. Number 7, I kind of contemplated this one because they've made some moves the last couple of years, and they were trying, I don't know if they still necessarily are, they were trying to make a move for a pretty good 40-goal scorer, and it's these guys. I have the Buffalo Sabres at 7th. Now, they have been not a good team for the last number of years. And they've been so bad. They really have. But what they have tried to do, and what they tried to do is they've seen that the Dallas Stars have not been able to come to an agreement with Jason Robertson. And they've thrown some feelers out there. Apparently, they really want to try and pry him out of Dallas. I don't know what Dallas would want for him, but, good on the Sabres for trying. That shows me, that could show their fan base that, hey, we want to get better. They're in a brutal division. They are just in a brutal division. And so if they were to land Robertson at some point, having them right here at 7, that might be a little too low, possibly. Depends on if they can snag him or not. Now, number 6. This is another team that is they've got some great young talent, and I could see them become some big time players here soon, and a team to really watch out for in the next couple years. And it is this team. I have the Detroit Red Wings at 6, and I like what Steve Yzerman is doing. Steve Yzerman is building this team very similar to how he built these guys. Young talent, picking up good young talent in the draft, knowing where to draft them, and they look fantastic. I mean, you got Zadina coming into his own. Lucas Raymond is fantastic. They've got who's the kid they got in their system? Casos. That I've heard good things about him, and so I mean they could be a very good team too, or in the next couple years. I don't see them being a playoff team this year, obviously, but I think they're taking some great strides. They're going in the right direction, and when you've got Steve Yzerman as the general manager, I mean, what else could you ask for? So yeah, I think Detroit finishes in 6th. Number 5, I like the moves these guys have made too, and they could potentially make some noise. And it is this. The Ottawa Senators. I love the moves these guys have made. They got Alex DeBrincat from Chicago. They got Claude Giroux to go along with Tim Stützle, and a bevy of good young players. They went out and they got Cam Talbot from the Minnesota Wild, although Talbot right now is out for 6 to 7 weeks, from what I was hearing, an upper body injury, I think. Lower body, upper. One of the two. It's either upper or lower body, but he's out for 7 weeks, and so their young backup is going to have to step in there for a little bit at the start of the season, and I think Ottawa is a team that could really make some noise here in the next couple years. They've made some good moves. They're obviously trying to get better. Pierre Dorion has made, he's trying to make the team better, for sure. They also are making headway on possibly getting an arena on LeBreton Flats, which is something that the late Eugene Melnyk, had some serious butting of heads with the city. But, and unfortunately with it, unfortunately he passed away. But, since then, it looks like they've been making some headway on the arena deal, on potentially the arena deal for LeBreton Flats, and I think that would be fantastic. It would be right downtown. I believe it's right across from Parliament, from the Parliament building in Ottawa, and I think that'd be a great location for an arena, and I think the fans would definitely flock there, especially if they're going to be a halfway decent team here in the next couple years. So that's where I've got Ottawa sitting. Number 4, I kind of have these guys taking a little step back, not too far, but a little bit, and it is this team. I have the Boston Bruins in 4th. Excuse me. Because when they may have a rough start to the year. They've got, Marchand is hurt. Marchand's hurt. I think Pasternak is hurt. Krejci's supposed to come back. Bergeron, I think Bergeron is hurt too. I mean, some of their big guys, some of their big guns are, they're injured and they're going to be out for a while. I mean, it could be a good couple of months, good first couple of months of the season. So I might even have them a little higher than they probably, could be at after come maybe first of the new year. So, I might have them too high. But I think, when those guys get back, I think they'll be all right. When Bergeron, Krejci, Pasternak, Marchand, when they're all back and they're all healthy, I think they'll be all right. So I have Boston at number 4. Number 3, I definitely have these guys taking a step back because I don't see them being able to do this again. Especially considering losing one of their best players. I have the Florida Panthers at 3rd. Now they picked up Matthew Tkachuk, great player, losing Jonathan Huberdeau, and I think they'll still be good, but I can't see them repeating what they did last year. They won the President's Trophy, which, we all, for anybody who's superstitious, even though, the President's Trophy curse, the President's Trophy curse, it's not really a thing, but I can see why a lot of people think it's a thing, because every time a team wins the President's Trophy, they kind of fall apart. So, but I think Florida's going to be a good team. I mean, they got Bobrovsky in net. They got Spencer Knight in goal. And, Bobrovsky's got that huge cap hit, which is, but, I think Florida's still going to be, they'll still be a playoff team, I think. And I think I think they will be in the top 3 in the division. We'll see exactly, if that's the case. But I have Florida at number 3. Number 2, hard to really go against these guys. I have Tampa Bay, the Tampa Bay Lightning at number 2. How do you really go against the team that has made the Stanley Cup Finals 3 straight years and won 2 of them? They're a dangerous team. They're going to be dangerous again. I think losing Braden Point in the first round, blowing his, from what we heard at the end of the year, he blew his quad. Ouch. Not having him, I think, was a very big loss. And, who knows? With a healthy Braden Point, maybe they beat Colorado. We don't know. We'll never know. But he is a big part of that team, and it was a big loss for them when he went down. And I remember watching the hit that he got hurt on, and ouch. It looked bad, really bad. And the fact that he still came back and tried to play, that's ballsy. That's a lot. That's ballsy with a torn up quad. Oof. So I think Tampa's going to finish number 2, and you never know. They may, if they feel like they did in 2020 coming out of 2019. Like, okay, we got something to prove. Losing in the Stanley Cup Finals, we lost our chance at making at 3 in a row. And we can still become a dynasty and make it 3 and 4. Never know. That might motivate them, losing to Colorado like that. We'll wait and see. But number 1, and I know couple of my friends, Rob and Justin, would definitely appreciate this. Number one is this team. I think the Toronto Maple Leafs will win the division this year. They have Austin Matthews, 60-goal scorer. They went and they upgraded their goaltending. They went out and they got Matt Murray. They went out and they got one of the Capitals goaltenders. It wasn't Vanacek. It was oh my God, I'm having a brain fart on who the other goalie is. Samsonov. Jeez. I'm like, who's their other goalie? I'm like, the other goalie from Washington they got. So they got a pretty decent goaltending tandem. We'll see if Murray can reignite his time in Pittsburgh with Toronto. He's definitely got the talent on the team to do it. You know, you've got Matthews, you've got Marner, you've got just an insane team. I mean, a lot of talent on the team. And I think Matthews and Marner will lead the way again. And I think they'll win the division. Now, will that resonate into playoff success? I swear I can talk. Playoff success. We'll have to wait and see. Now, if they win the division, that means they'll get one of the two wild cards, which could be, if it were to, go like this, it could be potentially their nemesis in the Boston Bruins, or, whatever wild card team possibly comes out of the Metro Division, or you never know, we might get both wild cards coming out of this division, which could mean maybe Ottawa. Who knows? But I think Toronto will win the division this year, and I think they are going to be a very, 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 very tough team. And you've got to think at some point, if they can just get out of their own heads, because honestly, I think that's what it is. They've been in position to win these series. They were up, they'd been up 3-2 on Boston and lost. They were up 3-1 on Montreal and lost. They were up 3-2 on Tampa, the 2-time defending champions. Had a lead in Game 6, lost in overtime. Had a lead in Game 7 and lost. And a lead in Game 7 of the third period of Game 7 against Tampa. And they ended up losing. I think it's in their head. If they can get out of their own heads, that's a dangerous team. That is a team that I think if they could win one round, just get that ball rolling, they win one round, that's a team I could see end up in the Stanley Cup final. I swear on my mother's life. If they win one round, watch out. They could be dangerous. So that is who I think will finish in the 8 spots in the Atlantic. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Would love to hear where you guys think these teams will finish. And do you guys think the same way I do? If Toronto can win a round, can they really maybe get that ball rolling and make some noise? I think they could. We'll see as the season goes on. But again, I'd love to know what you guys think. Who finishes where in the division? And if you want to join the conversation more, I'll put the link to the Discord in the description. And yeah, if you were new to the channel, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be fantastic if you were to hit like and subscribe. And if you've been here before but you haven't quite gotten around to hitting like and subscribe, it would be awesome. It would be awesome if you did. It'd be greatly appreciated. And yeah, so Toronto, Tampa, Florida, Boston, Ottawa, Detroit, Buffalo, Montreal. That's my teams from 1 through 8. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Hit like and subscribe if you're new or you haven't quite gotten around to it yet. And I'll see you guys later.